What is going on, everybody? Resale Rabbit here. You remember a couple days ago, a week ago, I was in a small town near Madison, Wisconsin called Marshall, where I bought two storage units. One, my phone kept freezing up because it was incredibly cold. It was -7 degrees, and I was also in the middle of nowhere. There wasn't a lot in there. It was basically just a unit that I got since I was already there, emptying out the other unit. I paid $98 for these two units. Now let me tell you a story. This is a good unit. It really was a good unit. A lot of people said it looked like trash. Let me get you on the tripod here. A lot of people said it looked like trash, but it actually was a good unit. But it was also a very annoying unit, a pain in the butt. So much trash. This guy owned a painting company. There were a ton of buckets like this, but filled with paint. Probably about 20 or 35-gallon buckets filled with old frozen paint and at least 100 cans of paint and paint thinner and all different kinds of stuff, trash. So I had to deal with that. And I still have a lot of it that I haven't taken out yet. So I made a mistake and got a truck that was too small. I got a 16-footer. Normally I get a 26-footer. So I not only lost 10 linear feet, but it's also 3 or 4 feet more narrow, and it's shorter. It was much smaller than what I usually get, and it got full. It also started snowing. We got a few inches of snow while I was clearing out that storage unit, which means the bottom of a lot of boxes got wet, and when we got them to the warehouse and all the snow melted, everything came out. Someone wants me to shout out Uncle Matt. I don't have an Uncle Matt, but hi, Uncle Matt. So anyways, the boxes were all destroyed and disheveled when I was trying to unload. That wasn't fun. The truck rental, it was a steal. It was $95 with unlimited miles. It cost me, I think about 30 or 40 bucks in gas. So it's about $140 plus the 100 into the unit, so it's $240. I had to make another trip down there with the van, which doesn't have a heater, and I am not putting any more money into this thing. I will probably get rid of it and get a new one soon. I've put like 50,000 miles in the last 2 years I've owned it, and it really hasn't moved much in the past year. I just don't want to put money into this ticking time bomb, and I don't really use it that often. So anyways, I took the van down and got the last of it, and my intention was to take the trash to the dump down there, so I left all the trash in there and then haul the rest of the stuff back with me in the van. Well, the dump in Madison is for residents of that county only, which I'm not, so I had to go to a private landfill, and they charged me $100. It was, my battery's getting low already. Let me get this plugged in. See, I'm smart. I have a charger over here now. So the private landfill was $100 a ton. It comes to like 98 bucks, but there's a minimum 1 ton. I brought 600 pounds in. About 100 pounds of that was one item. There was a bag of mortar mix, for like bricks and tile, I guess. That must have got wet because it turned into a giant block of cement. That was incredibly heavy. But anyways, that wasn't fun paying $100 for that. My dumpsters cost a lot less. So yeah, there's that. Anyways, there was mice frozen to the ground, a bunch of chemicals leaked on the floor. I had to scrape it off. It was a pain, but I'm gonna make a ton of money on this unit. This was a pretty good one. It's just annoying that I went through all the hassle and it was freezing cold and everything. So we are gonna do an unboxing. Now, I've got behind me what I have not gone through. I went through a lot of it on site and went through some of it here. Someone says, might be better to get a dumpster at your shop. I do have a dumpster here actually, but I was 2.5 hours away, and I was trying to get rid of it down there. That didn't work out so well. But I do have a 6-yard dumpster for garbage and a 4-yard dumpster for cardboard. Anyways, so I went through a lot of it. I have some of it laid out on the tables here. I've got stuff all over the place that I'm going to show you. You see the 10-foot wooden ladder behind me right there. And then this is a clothes rack. I'm going to show you the stuff that I've gone through. And then we're going to go through all these boxes together, and you're going to see exactly what's in there. I saw some signs that there was gonna be some cool stuff in there. Someone says, what is my biggest find ever price-wise? In a storage unit, my biggest find was a $5,000 painting. Well, I suppose that's my biggest find overall. I paid $650 for that storage unit. I did really well on it. That was last October. Thrifting, my biggest find was a Canon Mark II camera I found in, I believe it was Sacramento. I found it on video, so you guys, if you go back, I believe it was the Sacramento, California video, you'll see me find it. I paid $6 if I remember right, and I sold it for $1,200. And then it got returned. It had a shutter issue, and it would have cost like $900 to fix. Wasn't worth it. However, I sold it for parts for $200. Then sold the charger, the batteries, the AC adapter, all the accessories for another $500. So I still got $700 for my $6 purchase. Another big thrift find. I was with the college picker. I don't know if I filmed this or not. In Albuquerque, New Mexico. I may have filmed this. I really don't remember. If I did, it probably would be in the Balloon Fiesta video. I found a brand new Philips voice recorder. Old stock, they don't make them anymore, so if it's new, it's worth a lot of money. I paid, I think, $20 or $25 for it and sold it within like a week for $700. So, yeah, $700 for, it was a high-end one. They're like $150 used, but hey, I'll take that. So anyways, let's go take a look at what we've got over here. I am going to unplug you and take you off the tripod, and we'll take a look. So for starters, there were all of these sports cards. All these boxes are full. There's some in plastic ones, more rigid ones, some rookie cards. I really don't know anything. That's my guy. I really don't know anything about sports cards. I'm not going to bother looking them up. A buddy of mine is a huge Michael Jordan collector. He collects Michael Jordan cards, so I let him dig through. He found a few of them. I'll show you those in a minute. Someone says that's good fire kindling. Well, you know what? I'd be willing to bet that at auction, I will get $10 minimum for each of these boxes. Believe it or not, people buy these. I've sold like shoe boxes worth of cards. Those have sold. I've literally sold a pack of cards like this big for, I think, $250 in an auction before. People buy that for some reason. There are also some albums here that are kind of organized. There's Dan Marino. There's some more Marino. There's a lot of Marino in here. There's some other players. Here's Joe Montana. So you've got the person organized them and was collecting them. And I've got a whole bunch of binders that are laid out like that. A ton of cards. I would guess I'm going to get probably about $100 to $150 for all of them. At auction, I have no idea. My friend gave me $30 for the Michael Jordan cards, and I will show you those in a little bit. I still have them here. Let's take a look at what else we've got. We've got a vase with an old beat-up stool. This is a rusted-out clothes rack. Someone will buy that. We've got chain. There's a ton of this chain. That's heavy-duty chain that'll sell for decent money. And some of these reflective triangles, they go on the road. The box is all busted up. It wasn't this bad in the unit, but it was cold, and when you lift it, it would crack. Jumper box, that should be about $50 right there. And then some other stuff, it's rain gear, but I think they used it for painting. A stool, that actually came somewhere else. What else do we have over here? We have, I believe this is an old toboggan, rusted out, but somebody will pay for that. We've got a mirror here that went on a dresser, and a giant picture. I don't know if that's just an old picture or if it was the people from the unit. I'm really not sure. We've got a Badgers tin here, probably used as a garbage can or something. I tried cleaning this off as best as I could. It's been on there for a while. We've got an old beat-up shelf. There were two of these, but one was just smashed. This is kind of cool. I don't know if this is vintage or not, but Disneyland poster. There's a whole bunch of this stuff I saw, different players and whatnot, and a brand new Chutes and Ladders game. Over here, 10 painters tarps. Some of these are big enough to fill a large room, so someone will buy all of those. We got, I'm not sure what these are, but there were a couple of those. A little spreader. It's a nice jewelry box, but A, it's empty, and B, there's so much tape residue from this that it's just, I'm just leaving it on, let the buyer take it off. Some of this strapping for towing vehicles. We got some autographs here. I did find some autograph cards. Nobody special here. And then we've got some football autographs. 2 of them have certificate of authenticities, but again, nobody special. This type of stuff does sell in the auction though. I think I'll probably get about $5 each in the auction. I think they'll average. The Packer ones might go for a little bit more. We've got a whole bunch of planters, a vintage Barbie. It's a nice truck window screens. If Eric the college picker is watching, you might want something like this for van life. You put them in your van and you don't need to worry about bugs getting in. Can someone tell me what he paid for the unit? I bought 2 units. I paid $98 for them both. I've got a grill for an old truck. It is in rough shape. It's metal, so I can scrap it if I really needed to. And by scrap it, I mean give it to my scrappers. But I'm going to try and sell it. You never know if someone will pay something at auction. Maybe the light's worth something. Heavy terracotta planter. Here is a bike wheel. What else do we have? Right here, a vintage, I would guess 1960s, poker table. Oh, legs coming out. It has fold-out legs, and it even came with this. They cut a piece of wood to go over the top so they could turn it into a regular table. My battery's getting really low, so I gotta hurry up so I can plug in and we can talk some more. I got some wheels. These actually look like they're in pretty good shape. The tires have good tread. They have rims. Unfortunately, they will not fit on the van. I was hoping they would. We've got a little workbench here in rough shape, but someone will pay $10 for it. And a fender for an old truck. There are no markings on it, so I have no idea if anyone can tell me. Let me get around here so you can see it better. If anyone can tell me what this goes to, let me know. There's also a crib back there, some lawn tools. I think there's a hoe, a shovel, and I don't know, ice pick or something. This chair actually had no wheels, and I happen to have some wheels laying around, so I put them on. So that kind of helps. Let's go over here, and I'll show you the other stuff. Let's see, we've got this bed frame, but it's missing the base. So I don't know what we're going to do with that. We've got, someone says 80s Chevy, they think. I've got this. I can't find the other pieces, so maybe they're in that pile over there. I still got a van load of stuff from that unit that I haven't brought in yet. A headboard. Here is a cool find, and a lot of people commented on this going into my eBay area here. This bike here, I think I can get about $500 for this bike. It's got the original Schwinn seat. That looks like the original tires. I'm not a bike expert, so I couldn't tell you for sure, but it looks like all original parts. It's a Schwinn. I think I'm gonna put this on eBay for about $500. It is winter time, so I don't know if that'll sell soon or not. But I will pre-box it so it's easier to ship when it does sell. Here's my mountain of trash from the last couple of units. It's too cold to take it out to the dumpster, so I'm just building a pallet full of trash. And I think that's about it. Let me look around over here. Yeah, I think that's everything. I can't walk too far this way because I lose my cell signal. But if you look right there, there's a gas tank for something. There's also a bucket there with some more chain in it. That's pretty much it. So we will go through the unit, see what we can find. Let me flip you around again. That's the ladder. It's actually in good shape. It's a 10-foot wooden ladder. If that was fiberglass, or aluminum, I'd probably keep it for myself, but well, I'm kind of afraid of heights, so I don't want to be on a wooden ladder that high off the ground. So if you bear with me, I will get you on the tripod and plugged in, and we'll start going through this unit. I've got a couple more units that I am working on. Someone says, I saw the bike in the unit and thought it was a girl's, but boys is way better, should do well. I think I'll do well on the bike. I'm excited about that. Worst case, the seat alone seems to be like $100. I get a lot of comments on the bikes. A couple people messaged me, a lot of great advice, and I appreciate that a lot. I'm not a bike guy. I don't know anything about bikes. I was going to put that in the auction and probably get 30 or 40 bucks for it. So I appreciate you guys letting me know not to do that. And there's a lot of other stuff in here that I have no idea what it is, so I might need some more assistance. Let's start digging in. We've got a 5-gallon bucket. Before I do that, This one was really gross. There were a lot of dead mice in there, so I'm gonna wear gloves for this one. It was bad. I hate how dry mines get when I wear gloves. So I'm looking at a couple more units. There's 5 in Appleton and Manitowoc. So about 30, 45 minutes from me. How much time do I invest in items I don't have a lot of knowledge on? I don't have a death pile. I try to figure it out right away and get it listed. A lot of people have death piles, and I used to have big death piles. My basement was a death pile. I had I still have a 12 by 12 room in my basement stacked to the rafters. That was my death pile, and last summer or so I finally went through it and got rid of it all. Sold some of it, donated some of it. I try to get through everything as quickly as possible, get it listed and out the door. I don't like sitting on stuff long. I'm very impatient, and it's a bill when it sits in your pile. If it's not listed, it's not being sold, then you're losing money every day you own it. So anyways, I've got 5 units, Appleton and Manitowoc, next week that I will be bidding on. So maybe we'll be bringing in some more stuff. Funny story, someone asked if I've lost weight. No. I mean, you saw me in one of the videos recently where I was wearing a big snowsuit. So I looked fat. So funny story, one of the units looked like it had a welder, and I know nothing about industrial equipment, so a buddy of mine who owned an asphalt company, he just retired a couple years ago and sold it. I sent him the pictures and said, what's this worth? Can you tell me anything about it? There are some pictures that I got of the unit, so I sent him that. Turns out it's not a welder, it's a Power Wheels tractor. So I definitely don't know anything about industrial equipment. So the first box is going to be this bucket. It is some tools, some junk. What in the, a Craftsman 1/4-inch drive nut runner. This might be worth a couple bucks actually. It's older, so I don't think it's gonna be worth a lot, but maybe $5. Power ratchet, exactly. What else? Funnel, power strip. Nothing fancy. Little roller. It's a piece of, that's wood. I'm not sure what this is for rolling, but maybe for pushing tape down or something. It's a little hand tools, probably $10 bucket here. Let's see. Oh, there's another bucket down there attached to it. Is there anything in it? Nope. Just some dried up paint and a paintbrush that is also covered in dried up paint. We've got a stained up footstool. I might get a couple bucks for that. Wallpaper roller. That makes a lot of sense actually, someone just said. Well, let's see. We've got a box here. We've got a shirt that's covered in leaves. Some stakes. I believe this is for a dog's leash. Some cheap, not too cheap, Logitech speakers. I'll probably get $5 for the set. Garbage. And a hairdryer. Revlon. Now these baffle me. Maybe someone can help me out with these. I have no idea. There were a ton of these hanging up. I have no idea what these are. They look like little brackets or forms for something. They don't bend or anything. They don't move. Any idea what they are? They're all on a bungee cord. I've got 2 bungee cords like this, full of them. Nice big box full of them. So if anyone can help me out there, I have no clue what they are. I don't think there's any markings or words on them. You think the stakes are for fishing poles? That's actually possible. That makes sense. You put the pole in there. I don't think there are any markings or anything on them. Nope. It's got like a grid inside, textured. I have no idea what these are, but I'm sure someone will pay a few bucks for them. Oh, this one has a label on it. Let me take a look. 4-inch plastic corner for concrete forming. That's kind of what I was thinking, concrete forming. The guy owned a painting company. There was a lot of signage and stuff. So, concrete kind of goes with that. That's the only thing I can think of, but hey, I'm sure they're worth a couple bucks for the whole box. We've got a lunch tray. Nice big lunch tray. They're for securing a load on a truck. Okay. I don't know how that would work, but I'll take your word for it. You take the Craftsman ratchet to Sears using the lifetime warranty. Actually, I don't think they do that with power tools. I think the lifetime warranty is only hand tools. Oh, let's see. I've got a garbage can full of stuff. That's garbage. These are like solid, and this stuff has been in here for a few days, so they're not frozen anymore. Extension cords. Someone will pay me $1 for that in the sale. More of these nasty gloves. And that's it. You empty it, put a bag in it, it says in there. I guess he was a little frustrated with the ungrateful people who don't put bags in it. This is full of Christmas ornaments. Give me a couple of bucks for that box, or that bag. What do we got next? Oh, this box is falling apart. Try to get this over here without it collapsing. Alright, we got a nasty old cowboy hat with, is that glue or is that a spider's nest? I'm not quite sure. The brand is Pegal. Never heard of it. Would you recommend someone getting started in storage auctions? I just got on a call list for a bin. Yeah, it's, I highly recommend getting started in it. This is in such rough shape. I might put it in the dollar sale. It's not. I've never heard of the brand. That doesn't mean it's not worth anything. So if you're just getting started in storage auctions, the biggest thing is find a way to unload everything. There's gonna be a lot of stuff. Do I know where Tyler is? You were born and raised. So I couldn't see that whole thing. So anyways, if you're just getting started, find a way to unload everything. There's gonna be a lot of cheap stuff. What I do is I open up the warehouse once every month or two, put everything out on tables, no price tags, and just say it's $1 each. And I usually make $1,500, $2,000 whenever I do that for a couple of days. That's a good way to get rid of the junk. You could also just wash your hands of it, donate it to Goodwill, have garage sales. But that's the most important thing. Find a way to unload everything. I sell stuff at local auctions. I sell it at my dollar sale periodically. I sell it on eBay. I sell it, where else? Craigslist occasionally. I don't do a lot of Craigslist anymore. Consignment stores, nicer looking art. Doesn't need to be brand name. If it looks nice, I send it to a consignment store. They sell it for me. They take a percentage. So you have to find different options on how you can sell things. Old greasy box, garbage. All right, we've got a tote bag that is, that's in decent shape, so I'm gonna pay $1 for that. We've got Watch Me Grow. Garbage. Unfortunately, these people, let us know when your next dollar sale is. I'm shooting for the second weekend of March. This is kind of nice. It is all water damaged and moldy though, so I am just going to throw it in the trash. Only if it was online. Well, if the dollar sale was online, it would be really annoying. I do the dollar sale to get rid of stuff. We've got a stethoscope, kind of rusted, but maybe someone will buy it. I have no idea the brand. It says made in the USA, no brand on it, but just with the rust, it even feels kind of flimsy. Let's see, remote control car, dollar sale. Lots of water damaged stuff. The unit wasn't in great shape. There's quality stuff in it, but it certainly was not in great shape. All right. All tangled up here. We've got a lamp. We'll get a little bit for the lamp. Let's see, a cutting board. That is, someone said on the stove. Don't set your cutting boards on the stove. Have any of you done liquidation lots, or am I the only one? What do you mean by liquidation lots? I've bought truckloads of overstock and returns out of big box stores. I've done that. Let's see, we've got an AC adapter, 12 volt, 100 amp. You don't see those very often. The rest of this looks like trash. Oh, here we go. A radiator cap, brand new in the package. That'll be worth, I don't know what radiator caps go for. It's gotta be a couple bucks. All right, next box. We've got a suitcase. Literally a suitcase. How long have I been reselling? I've been doing it for about 6 years. I had a corporate job in marketing over 4 dealerships, and I left that to sell junk full time. It's actually a good idea if you're in a smaller town. It would be harder though. Yeah. I mean, I'm not in a big city. I'm in Green Bay. There's about 100,000 people here. It's definitely not a small town, but it's not a city by any means. But sometimes the small towns have flea markets that are decent. What's your opinion on storing unused stuff? Is it a waste of money? What do you mean unused stuff? I mean, obviously, if you're not using it, there's no sense in storing it. You know, you'd be paying money every month to store something. Have you ever considered an auction at your warehouse, maybe monthly? That's a thought. This is a nice Eddie Bauer case. I might get $10 for it. I have no idea. All right, another box. Let's see. Do not touch, it says, with everything else. I'll give you a spoiler. I already looked through this box. We've got an empty bag, picture of somebody lighting a cigarette. M&Ms, they're delicious. I can sell that. It looks like I'm throwing a lot of this stuff in the same box. My garbage box is here, and my dollar sale box is right there. I don't sell this anymore because it always seems to get dropped and broken open, and oops, missed that one, and spills that all over the floor. People let their children do everything. Here's another picture of the guy lighting a cigarette. What do we got here? Anything interesting? We've got a get your free recipe booklet. Let's see. Texas Instruments book. Nothing fancy in here. More free recipe booklet coupons. And the rest is junk, but I did find a penny. So I will keep this, and now I am 1 penny richer. Do I reinvest profits into buying stuff to resell? Yeah. It goes into buying more product. It goes into my salary. I'm a salaried employee of the company. I'm registered as a corporation. So it goes into, you know, business overhead, payroll, my own salary, buying more product. It all gets invested somewhere. We've got an old hot plate. Someone will pay $1 for that, believe it or not. Sock puppet. How old is it? I do not see a date. Made in Germany. Well, it's got a big hole in him. I'm still gonna look it up because you never know. I'm not gonna hold my breath for this thing. This is awesome. How cool is this? Somehow the battery in this thing is still good. Someone says save the pennies. I always save the pennies. This thing is the coolest thing ever. I better shut it off before I get a copyright claim for the song. Alright, what else do we got? Truck World and a dented in strainer. This is something that no one's gonna buy. Yeah, it's in rough shape. You know what? I'll throw it. I missed the pallet. Alright, what else we got? Looks like LeBron had a little fun with this. That's just gonna get trashed. I requested to follow you on Instagram, but you never accepted. I don't have an Instagram. I think I made an Instagram a while back and never logged in again. So that's why I never accept it. Because I don't go on Instagram. I've got a Facebook page, facebook.com/ResaleRabbit. Otherwise, it's just YouTube. We've got a toaster. Well, $1. People pay dollars for junk. I'm not quite sure what this is. Oh, Toastmaster. This might go for the toaster. No, the toaster is Betty Crocker. This goes to something. We'll hold on to it. Ooh, pocket knife. And it's brand new. Kind of neat looking. I don't think it's going to be anything fancy. It's, yeah, made in China. Doesn't have a brand name, but you know what? That's still a good $5. Do I work every day? I work a normal schedule, about 40 hours a week. I get my weekends. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. Drip tray for the skillet. That's kind of what I was thinking that was. But that's about $5. You know, when you're a kid and you really want an Atari and can't afford one, you make one. So here's your Atari joystick. There's the button right there. So you just, no, I don't know what it is. It's garbage. All right, we've got a pan. We've got a toy. Dollar sale stuff. Stuff that people will pay $1 for. Let's see, we've got, I'll take a look at that in a second. Some plates. Get a couple bucks for those. And then this thing is a filter, oil filter, fuel filter. Looks brand new. Doesn't smell like, it kind of does. I don't know. Should this smell like gas if it's new? It doesn't look all dirty or anything like I would expect it to be. And it's in the box. So maybe I'll get $1 or $2 for that. I have no idea. And last but not least, bungee cord. There were a ton of these in there, including some new ones. And, well, this is kind of neat. I thought this was going to be like a little Bible. It's cards. Did I notice repeat customers in my dollar sale? I had customers who showed up multiple times a day, every single day. And I told people to do that because I kept restocking. There's a window. Here, I'm going to take the glove off. I'll flip you around here. So right there, there's a window that leads to part of the area we were doing the dollar sale. And so people could see back here in the warehouse and see all the pallets of stuff. And I told people we're going to keep restocking this thing with the stuff back here so people could see it, and they definitely came back. Yeah, I'll just junk that. So yes, I did have a lot of repeat customers. My warehouse looks huge. It is about 7,000 feet, and then I've got an office space back there that's got 4 offices and a common reception area. This box is empty. So it does the job for me. It fills up quick. You wish you had a warehouse? Well, nothing wrong with getting one. All right, what's next? This box, you already saw this box in the video where I showed you, well, assuming that there was a signal. We've got AT&T TV boxes. There are a couple of them. We've got an old router, and there's a battery backup in here. I believe this was also the box that had a $25 or $30 router. It's a place to house werewolves. That is what a warehouse is. I bet you Resale Rabbit works all the time, about 40 hours a week. Anyway, so this is all AT&T boxes, cable boxes, and whatnot. Probably about $10 worth of stuff in this box. Nothing too fancy. All right, we've got, can you see me? Now you can see me. We've got a stack of 5-gallon buckets. And in this one, there is a bunch of chemicals. So that is going to have to get disposed of. So, I don't know if you knew, it's very wet in Japan, very rainy. So this is Japan dryer. This is how you get rid of the rain. What else do we have? Putty. This is all rusted out. Rust Touch latex primer. Most of this stuff, it looks like can just get thrown in the trash. I did contact the Public Works Department. Paint, as long as it is solidified, be it frozen or dried, can go in the trash. This looks like paint. Here, gear lubricant. Now this is something that I'll probably need to dispose of. I don't think I can just throw that in the trash. But anyway, so we'll take care of that later. Hey, I got something else for you guys to figure out. These. There are a whole bunch of these. They've got this point on either side. Any idea what these things are? They're made of steel. Are they scrap metal or are they actually... How many of you folks just looked up, just Googled Japan dryer? I have no idea what it is actually. Speeds the drying of oil-based paint, enamel, and varnish. So that's what Japan dryer is. It also speeds the drying of Japan, I would assume. It is combustible, so this might be something that needs to be disposed of properly. Looks like there might be some oil on there too. So anybody know what these are? I have no clue. I honestly have no idea. They're like, I don't know, compared to my hand, 3 inches or so wide. They don't really bend. They're steel. I got a whole bunch of them. There are like 20 of them in the unit. They could just end up being scrap metal. They could be money. I don't know. Japan stuff is new for 14 bucks. The hat and gloves make you look like a droog punk. I don't know what that is. Go to trucks used for stacking heavy loads, and so forklifts can get. Oh, so they're basically like pallets. All right, that works. Oh, what else do we have here? This. Oh, hold on. This box. I already see something good in it, and it is not this. Although this will give me a few dollars. It is a food saver. Sometimes these are worth looking up online. The stainless steel ones are usually worth decent money. And that is a lesson I learned from Eric, the college picker. Let's see. More of these little organizers. My dollar sale box is getting full. Can I get laptops? I do get laptops here and there. All right, now this is a tangled mess here. But there is a Sega Saturn. It is in rough shape. I don't know if it's any good. Let's see, there is a game, Sonic Blaster, in there. No, Sonic 3D Blast. I read that wrong. Sega Saturn. I don't even know what these things are worth. It's one of the few video game systems I've never sold, so we've got that. And with it was, there's one controller. One controller right here. We've got the RF adapter, or RF switch rather. This controller exists, but the end looks like that, so it's probably junk. But yeah, I'd assume that's got to be 40, 50 bucks. We've got a cell phone. I set these aside for someone. Let's see, what else is in here? VHS tape. We got a few of them. And Sega Saturn games. This is, let's see, this is actually for PlayStation. Asteroids. Bit of electrical tape, we'll fix that up. Yeah, if it works. Obviously, I'm going to test that out. If it works, I'll sell it like that, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Let's see, so we've got Bug. That's actually an empty case for Bug. But there's that. What else do we have in here? Mist. That one is in the case. We've got just the lid for this one. Let's see, another PlayStation game, Siphon Filter 2. Sega Saturns are $30 to $40 broken, someone says. Interesting. Critic Clown, a novel. Let's see, we've got, oh, case is kind of busted up. Earthworm Jim 2 for Sega Saturn. We've got, I've never seen this one before. Martian Gothic for PlayStation. And it looks to be in pretty good, well, the case is cracked. What's the game look like? Game looks really good, a little dusty, but no issues at all. Let me look it up for us. See what it goes for. eBay. My phone's a little slow right now. I just turned it on. It was in airplane mode. What am I looking for? Here we go. We want to take a picture of the barcode. And this game is $11.99. You're not going to be able to see that. I wish. There you go. $11.99. That's what someone's asking. Solds are probably comparable. $7.50 plus 5 shipping, $11.95 free shipping. But I mean, $10, I'll take it. All right, let's get to the rest of this. We've got part of a case. I think that's the back. This is receipts and papers. We've got Big Hunt Baseball. You're in luck. I've run 250 games in my store, and I'm selling many per day. Yeah, games sell really well. I love video games. I've never really played video games, but they sell really well. We've got NBA Live 98 also in there. Some more VHS tapes. Oh, some Pokemon cards. And Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I don't know a ton about these, but these all I can tell. Well, not all. A lot of these are the newer ones that aren't worth a lot, but you never know. So I'm gonna pay a couple bucks for them. What is this? Picture frame. It looks like brand new in the box. It's a nicer one. We've got plastic sleeve. Car seat. And speaking of a car seat, I've tried to show you this before. I keep taking my gloves off. I'm wasting a lot of gloves. Let me get you off the tripod here. A seat for a van that has seen better days. So there's that. There was also, so I don't need to haul it over there, a couple of TVs. I'm going to try and sell them in the auction. Otherwise, it's going to cost me $5 to dispose of it. I think I can sell this one. It's got the DVD player built in. And I thought there was one more in here somewhere. We'll find it. I'm pretty sure there's another older one like that. There's also an old CRT monitor. I brought that to an e-waste place, paid $5 for them to dispose it. I am right up the road from an e-waste place, so it's not a big deal. And I know the owner pretty well. So all I do, he's got a drop box for electronics and stuff where you're not supposed to put monitors. I just put a monitor in it and tape a $5 bill to it, and he's okay with that. I feel like I'm a doctor doing all of this. Normally I don't wear gloves, especially when I got a bathroom like 30 feet that way. But TV with the DVD player built in goes for about $70 on eBay. There you go. CRT monitors sell good to gamers and retro gamers. Yeah, I feel like most are going to want a bigger one, though. That's like a 9-inch TV. But, hey, you never know. All right, what do we got next? Let's see. I don't know if this basket came from this unit or if it was from somewhere else. I'm pretty sure it did come from this unit. Little pocket watch, very corroded. It's not an old one. It looks like something that you would have got like Kohl's or something. It looks like they tried to drill a hole into it. CRTs are so easy to get for free. Yeah, everyone wants to get rid of them. What else do we have? A coin. A Pikachu coin. 25 Pikachu. What else do we got? A little tin. That looks like it might be vintage. Maybe 70s, 80s. Let's see. Just some random odds and ends. That's kind of cool. Panning for gold. And then that little figure. We've got a snake. What else do we have in here? Oh, this is emptying out. So gravel from this rock kit is emptying out in here. A little candle. So I might pay a couple dollars for that. And I don't know what this is made out of. This might be ivory, in which case I don't think I can sell it, but a little elephant. Kind of cool. Who knows? Let's see. We've got another box here with a ceramic basket, a plastic basket, And in that plastic basket is cleaning pads, garbage, moisturize. This lotion was like completely liquid. And Q-tips. People actually buy these for $1. Oh, what's in here? A whole bunch of vacuum bags. These do decently on eBay, but these all look open. So they'll do decently in the sale. Ink cartridges. I give these to the e-waste guy. I missed that comment. Something about asking me what something was. They're used ink cartridges. Not worth anything. If you get enough of them, they're worth putting on eBay, but I don't get enough of them. I will just give them to the recycling guy next door, up the road there. Hair straightener. That's $1. Let's see. Ooh, this will come in handy. Tape. Well, oh no, this is all water damaged. What else we got? The rest of this. Shoelaces. And garbage. All right, next box. Let's see, instructions for a sewing machine. I'm gonna set these aside in case I find the sewing machine. You missed the start. How much was the unit? I bought 2 units for $98. This is a cable box with the whole front ripped off. So, yeah. Sometimes these are worth something based on the hard drive inside. I don't think this is going to be the case. But it's worth scrapping. I'll give it to the neighbor for his scrap pile. By the way, at your advice, I now have a big pallet full of steel that I'm just throwing stuff into to give to my scrapper. A router. That could be worth a couple bucks. It looks like an older one. Oh, they just kind of unplugged everything from the wall and threw it in a box. So, let's look up this router. It is an RS TM822. Did I end up making much from the scrap? I don't sell the scrap. I just give it away. Let's see. RS TM. What did I say it was? 822. Let's reach 50 likes. I would love if we could reach 50 likes. Ooh, this looks like it might actually be a good one. There you go. 53, 35. Let me zoom in here. These are what they actually sold for. Let me flip you around. You can see it better on that camera. All right, so 53, 39, 39, 16. Well, that one's new. 59. And that's the actual sold listing, so hey, that'll pay for the unit all by itself. And we've got a remote. Now we'll go in the dollar sale. That remote isn't worth anything. In fact, Charter doesn't even exist anymore. Let me rotate this back over here. Charter doesn't even exist anymore. All right, next box is going to be a 5-gallon bucket, which has, what in the jail suit? I don't think so. Looks like it has a price tag on it of $2 from like a thrift store or something. Oh, rain jacket. I don't know. But in with it, there's some orange moccasins. The brand is Russell and Bombay. And we've got a hood for a jacket. We've got a onesie. Here's the other shoe with the $2 price tag on it. Just out of curiosity, let's look them up. Oh, I forgot to plug my phone back in. telling me my battery's low. These streams really do drain my battery. So, we should be plugged in. Now the brand is Russell and Bombay. Russell. It's Bombay. And Brombey, I think. I totally had a typo in there. Maybe it's Bromley. Bromley. Somebody watching this knows that brand and they're making fun of me. Here we go. Sort by sold. And the brand seems to be doing well. There's a lot of fluctuation. Some are like 20, some are like 170. Yeah, I'll put them on eBay. I think I could probably get 20, 30 bucks for these. Where's my eBay pile? Right there. I'm reusing this glove because I just put it on. Men's or women's? They look like women's. Here, I'll show you again. They look like women's. Let's see. Hand woven Savoia, Savoia. Exclusive to, and then the brand. Made in Italy. So I don't know. Maybe I can get 30, 40 bucks for them. I have no idea. Let's see. We've got notepads and a wrench. Bath and Body Works stuff. Women's. Someone says yes, they are women's shoes. Anyone may use this, but I'm not going to. Pens and pencils and whoops. Shampoo, that one's leaking. Shampoo, body wash, lotion, all that stuff. Looks like someone else was digging and found some gloves. And, ooh, we've got a portable CD player that is just covered in soap. I am just gonna throw that away. My hands are all covered in soap. Oh, I had one of these when I was younger. Plugs in, bubbles, kind of cool. Well, someone might pay $1 for that. We're not gonna throw that away. And the rest of this looks like their bathroom stuff, just trash. All right, fun story. I had a bag of mortar in the van. Oops. I had a bag of mortar in the van that I was gonna throw away. It was partially open, it was kind of empty. Wasn't really worth holding on to. So I brought it to the dump with me, and it spilled out. And now my van is filled with mortar mix. Wonderful, huh? All right, here we've got a garbage bag full of stuff. I'm gonna put new gloves on. Oh, we are at 53 minutes already. Just add water for a nice look. Yeah, if I want a nice concrete floor in the van, just pour some water in. I forgot to show you, there was a cheap like Harbor Freight style shop vac in the unit. I'm gonna use that to vacuum up all the mortar out of the van because I don't want to destroy my nice vacuum. All right, we have an antenna. Sometimes these are worth a few bucks. I doubt this one is, but I want to buy it. Newspapers and mail. This looks like it might have been like their file cabinet office area. Water Street Enterprises, Minnesota. What is in it? Folders, envelopes, a notebook. Ooh, what's that? Trucker's protection plan. A bubble mailer that is completely flat. The bubbles are all popped. So this looks like nothing important, just all papers, mail, things like that. And what in the world kind of cable is this? It looks like an RCA cable or a composite or component cable, but it's much bigger and has a little notch in there. So yeah. So I'm gonna buy that for $1. And the rest of this looks like junk. Oh, we've got rope. Brand new thing, rope. Video camera cables. What that's for? So we got some rope. That'll sell. I don't know, what's rope go for? Like $5 these days? A whole bunch of envelopes and zip ties. The zip ties will sell. Ugh. Getting caught on stuff. Vehicle inspection report. What state is this? I guess Wisconsin. It doesn't look like Wisconsin, but quick stick, off-brand Velcro. You guys seen the video that was put out by Velcro's lawyers of them singing about how Velcro is their trademark? If you haven't seen it, it's hilarious. Let's see. Looks like all just papers and junk. We got some movies. This is probably what all you guys are thinking. Are we there yet? Let's see. Eddie and Miracle. You just said Velcro. You owe them money now. No, I said it's off-brand Velcro. I'm warning the consumer that that is not what you want. You want the real deal. We got a mug. Let's see. Is this denim? Oh, this is like shop towels. Mostly empty roll. Hook and loop. Exactly. That's what you're supposed to call it. Oh my. Exercise equipment. Thanks for the info. Looking to start your own business. Awesome. Good luck. Yeah, these are going to the dollar sale. What else we got? Typing teacher. Oh, those clamps. Someone could use those. $1.99 price tag. We've got a CD for Pantera. I mean, an empty CD case for Pantera. Oh, we got some cords and cables. This stuff always sells. Q-tips, but it's all waterlogged, so that's going in the trash. Antenna for, I guess, a CB radio. Do I enjoy what I do? Like, is the novelty of the job worn off? I wouldn't say it still has the same novelty as when I started, but I still do enjoy it. It's still fun. It definitely beats sitting at a desk all day. I mean, I enjoyed my job beforehand. I got to drive brand new cars all day. But, hey, I get to dig through people's stuff. I love snooping. Anyone in the comments want to restart reselling? I've missed that comment. Let's see. What kind of cell phone do I use? I use an iPhone. I've got 2 iPhone 6s. Or 6S's, I think. I really don't know. Let's see. All rewards clubs. I always look through these cards because you never know if you get gift cards. I mentioned in another video, a couple months ago I found a unit. I paid, I think, $100 for it, and I found like $80 in gift cards. A whole bunch more of those in here. All club cards for casinos. So the guy was a bit of a gambler. I don't know Madison very well, so I don't know if they're big casinos or just little like gas station type casinos. I have a new garbage can because mine is full. Picture of a big rig from 2010. So I'm gonna buy those. And I totally missed the can. Slipknot CD that, oh my, this thing has seen better days. Oh, what else we got in here? This looks like it's probably all going to be papers. Another casino rewards card. Yeah, this is all papers. And an archival photo CD. And I totally dropped it. Oh, we got another phone. So whoever emailed me asking about phones, it's starting to add up a little bit. Let's see. We've got glasses. We've got snips and professional resume creator. What else is in here? That looks like that's gonna be it. So, I was hoping there'd be CB radio in there. I got the antenna if I find one, but I don't know if I'll find one. Alright, this box. How much stuff do I keep? I keep some stuff here and there. I don't sell everything, but I sell most of it. I try to sell as much as I can, but occasionally I'll see something that's too cool to not to sell. I just want to keep it. Oh, let's see. Someone might buy this. Little hanger for like a wreath or something. Little toy car. Holy cow! Only 50 cents. It doesn't look like anything special here. Lots of papers in this box. This could be a couple bucks. We've got a thermostat, so you can see the temperature in here. It's 70 degrees. Do I ever find any guns? I have not found any guns yet. I thought I was going to find one in another video. Let's see. We've got, what was that, humidity? No, that's humidity. So barometer maybe? Temperature compensated? I have no idea. That might be a couple bucks though. Someone might be interested in that. Oh, what is this? Oh, we got jewelry. Let's toss some of this stuff. This has a price tag of $13.95, but I don't think it's anything special. We've got a dime. It's not silver though. Eye drops. This is just a little mirror. Lipstick. We got a necklace that I don't think is gonna be gold. No markings, it's kind of rusted, and then we get this nasty looking chain that looks pretty rusted. So nothing special there. I do save this stuff, and I fill bags and jars and sell them. Junk jewelry. Look at this though, a diamond. That's a real diamond, you know. Oh, let's see, a tin with coupons and refrigerator magnets. Mostly refrigerator magnets. Before you get on my case for throwing them away and not selling them, they're like for businesses, like the name of local businesses. Like here's one for Home Mortgage Solutions and Kathy's Floral and Gift. So they're not gonna be worth anything. Oh, let's see, it's Thanksgiving. Do I have any helpers? Yes, I've got a couple of employees, and my girlfriend helps out when she can. My girlfriend actually unloaded that truck for me because I didn't realize I had to run back to Madison. So that was very nice of her, because that kind of would have been screwed otherwise. I got Bambi covered in something and wouldn't scratch off. Ever think of keeping piles for scrap? Well, you guys got on my case for throwing cords and stuff away, so I guess now I'm saving it. I've got a scrapper who comes and picks this stuff up. It's not worth my time to run across town unless it's something really special. These, ooh, these might be something. Made in Holland. It's stamped. Well, you can't really read that one, but this one you can read. It says Made in Holland. You see I've got gloves. Yes, this unit had a lot of chemicals in it, and I scraped a lot of dead mice off the floor, so definitely wearing gloves for this one. Oh, what What else we got in here? A whole bunch of garbage. That's exactly what the rest of that is. That's garbage. Alright, we got another one that has a lot of car parts. Brake lights. More lights. And the rest is wood. Oh, I remember this. This was junk that was on the floor and I filled it up. A lot of this little scrap wood that'll go in the burn pile. I do have a fire pit. And a pry bar. So that'll go in the dollar sale. These car parts are in really rough shape, all broken. They're probably just gonna get thrown in the trash. And will go in the burn pile. We've also got a vintage Sunbeam mixer, but it's missing the turntable that goes underneath there. There we go. It's missing the turntable. You would kill it at a good flea market. Yes, I would, but I don't want to. The stuff sells, I'm not even on camera here. The stuff sells very good at auction, and I do my dollar sales periodically, and I kill it there. Alright, this box is almost empty, so I'm just going to carry this stuff over. I've got, looks like the mounting part for a child seat, and a PlayStation 2. You hear that? There's something in there. Always check the back in case there's something in there. Now in this case, there were actually 2 memory cards sticking out of this. I found this in the unit, and I took them out and put them in here just so they wouldn't break anything, you know, get jostled in a box. So yeah, there's that. That's probably about 40 bucks. Is this another jumper box? It's a box for one, and it's heavy. Let's see what's in it. No. Books. Happiness. The only romance that will last forever will be achieved when you can love yourself. Unhappiness is a file that wears down but makes no noise. Alright, that's a Jameson book. Let's see. Abnormal Psychology, another Jameson book. Nothing really fancy here. Around the Year with Emmett Fox. Well, I don't know who Emmett Fox is, but I'd prefer to go Around the Year with Red Fox. He's a funny guy. Alright, let's see if this box will make it over there. Oh yeah, this one looks to be in good shape. I think he said the 2 units. Yeah, it was $98 for the 2 units. We've got, I think this is a pool floaty. I think it's like a net that you float on in the pool. Knee pad. We'll set it aside in case we find the second one. What in the world? It's a hose for something. This almost looks like, where is it? That almost looks like the Oldsmobile logo. I don't know. Maybe for shocks or something. I honestly have no idea what this is. It's a hose for something. There's 2 of them in here. They both say Universal. And, oh no, that's not the Oldsmobile logo. That's the letter T. That's in an oval. Very similar to Oldsmobile. So anybody know what these connections are for? They're air hoses for semis. All right. So I wonder if this guy drove a semi-truck. I have my own storage unit that I pay monthly for. I'm too lazy to go through. Kudos to you for working that hard. I love going through other people's stuff. It's for a huge compressor for a semi-truck, so I bet these are worth some money. Probably not on eBay, but in the auction. All right. Ooh, wrapped in paper. By the way, if you didn't see the video, the blue hose connects to the semi. I kind of missed the end of that. It's an angel. So if you didn't see the previous video, if you want to see me first go into this unit, go back a couple of videos. There were 2 videos of the 2 units, well, 1 of each. The hoses are worth keeping. They're like 25. They're only 25 to 30 new. Well, you know what? If I lot them together, I'll probably get 20 bucks for the set in an auction. So anyways, all this stuff was on the floor. There was not much for boxes. It was just a giant pile on the floor. And I found these boxes in another unit, so I filled them up. We've got a caulking gun. That is, oh wow. The caulk is like dried to the back of it. So I don't know if I'm gonna even be able to get the tube off. So it's going to the dollar sale like this. I think this might be corroded. A little locking mechanism. We've got a tackle box with, when you say auction, you mean eBay or physical auction? I mean a physical auction. I do sell a lot of stuff on eBay, but I rarely, if ever, do auctions on eBay. So when I say I'm gonna send something to auction, 99 times out of 100, it means a physical auction. I don't want this to spill out, but it's a bunch of fishing lures. It doesn't look like anything special. Just the little rubberized ones that look like worms. And this side is empty. Maybe we'll get a few bucks for it in the auction. Let's see, we've got Coleman lantern. Something's out on it, battery or bulb. I don't know if these, where's the battery go? I don't know, someone will buy it. Coleman lantern. And a hacksaw. Oh, with the handle busted off. You never know, people buy weird stuff. A bicycle helmet with a piece to a game. That game is spilling out into here, and it's apologizing for doing so, but I do not accept the apology because I hate when things spill out everywhere. So I do not accept your apology, game. Alright, I think that's all of it. So we've got sorry and up yours. Upwards. Alright, and we've got the other knee pad. So now we have a set. This thing will not stay on the chair. You guys like that up yours joke, huh? Some hand tools. We'll go in the dollar sale, and that one didn't even make it into the box. Alright, come on, jewelry. Well, there's a little bit of jewelry. And a koala. Let's see. That's nothing. I don't have my loop over here. It's on the other side of the warehouse. That earring might be something. There's some sort of marking on the end here, but I can't see it with the naked eye. And then the necklace is not marked. The other necklace does not look like gold. So I am going to get my loop and take a closer look at those earrings. But otherwise, nothing. We got another game. It's a PlayStation game. And some makeup. And a cooler with no lid. Maybe I'll find the lid. All right. Reorganize a little bit here. And we've got another box. Ooh, this one's a little heavy. All right, what is in here? Well, we've got a gas mask. It's not a gas mask, it's for like painting and stuff. But maybe it'll work when Trump annoys North Korea enough where we're all going to be swimming in nuclear waste. I don't know. That's garbage. I shouldn't have mentioned Trump because now the political stuff is going to happen. Well, what used to be a subwoofer, you can see it's ripped up. So, I don't know. Maybe $1 in the dollar sale. Yeah, I should have mentioned politics. I try to stay out of politics because I hate both sides equally. I think these might go to a deep fryer or something. I don't know. It'll sell for $1. We've got, oh, transmission fluid. I am going to have to probably pay to dispose of that. A couple of screws and an empty paint can. What is in here? I see a whole bunch of comments rolling through and they make me nervous. It feels like tent stakes, but there was no tent in the unit. You need a safe space. Well, it's not this warehouse because stuff will come crashing down from any direction. 5-pound weight. But wait, there's more. Let's see. We've got some brackets here. Quick truss. What is in here? Junk. Oh, let's see. The rest of this looks like junk. We got about 2/3 of a pair of pliers and a block for sandpaper. Here's the other part of the pliers. It's completely busted off. Well, the first one went in. Ooh, brand new tent stakes. There's a couple bucks. See, it's the little stuff that adds up. Here's another one of these, what we're calling concrete forms. What is this, a chair? Another concrete form, maybe? Who knows? Looks like part of a bicycle. And the only bike that was in the unit was the one I showed you earlier. Oh, what do we got here? Lottery ticket. Oh, here's the owner's manual for that TV. Put it over here by the TV. Maybe I'll get lucky and find the remote in here too. No, I'm not that lucky. We got a shoe. Just one. Cornstarch and glue. Alright, the rest of this is trash. Alright, we got another box here. This is just a little one. What in the... This is interesting. Brand new dolls, but they feel like they're really cheap. Like you could, they're hollow. Incredibly cheap. It says Darcy Craft Supplies doll parts. I have no idea. Cross stitch book. Oh, here's an invoice. They paid $2.95 each. It just says January 18th. It doesn't have the year, but honestly, look how this is. It's like typed on one of those old dot matrix printers. So it's got to be 80s at the latest. I don't know, maybe a couple of bucks. Even the shipping label, I'm going to kind of cover up the address here. But that's also kind of painted on a dot matrix printer. Maybe a couple bucks, they're vintage. Alright, another box here. We got, I don't know. Oh, raincoat, poncho, something like that. Little wine bag, handmade. Packer scarf. Domino's. Oh, now I'm hungry for pizza. Not the good kind of Domino's. Alright, let's see. Whole bunch of shot glasses. Some candles. A wooden block. Here's some that I think would sell. Don't try to break anything. I've got beads. There's 1, 2. That's full with different letters. 3, and this I feel like is gonna come open on me. 4. 2,700 beads. So I have no idea what beads go for, but that's got to be at least $5-10 in that stack right there. Then beyond that, we just got some shot glasses, nothing fancy. Little metal ones. Or these might be candle holders, I'm not sure. Let's see, we've got cigarettes. Papa John's, Domino's, Pizza Hut are the worst pizzas ever. I don't know about that. I mean, it's not gourmet by any means, but I think they're decent. I'd definitely choose Papa John's and Pizza Hut over Domino's, but... Alright, next box. This one looks mostly empty. We've got happy birthday. I can't read that handwriting. So an empty card, some empty bags here. What's in here? Oh, that one stunk. Oh, long comment. I tried to call Pizza Hut to order carryout. The call didn't even go to the store. They went to an out-of-state call center. Really? Never had that happen before. I always just order online, though. The lease purchase trucking magazines. I think this is a cigar cutter. Yeah. Cigar cutter. Although it's kind of small. Maybe for cigarettes, small cigars. But, you know what? Someone will pay me $1 for it, maybe. A Sirius satellite radio. Is it in here? It is. And it looks to be brand new. Obviously, the box is just destroyed. This is in no way going to be listed as new, but you know, I might have $25 here. Someone says, yes, that is a cigar cutter. It looks like a cigar cutter, but it's not big enough, like, to fit a cigar in there. So unless it's for, like, smaller cigars or something. Craftsman's Bench V Cutter. V cigar cutter. Well, there you go. That's probably the rest of the box. Sell me the bead set on Facebook groups. So I should sell it on a Facebook group? I think I'm going to throw it in the auction. You know, ramen noodles and a battery. We've got cheap sunglasses. Now I got that ZZ Top song stuck in my head. Vitamins and prescriptions and looks like all junk. Oh, we got a little screwdriver and an ice scraper and another cigar cutter. And the top for a thermos. We'll set that aside in case we find the thermos. And what else? We've got keys. Nothing fancy. Some fuses. Little LED light. Keychain light. Oh, Dale, they're in our Christmas ornament. Someone will pay $1 for that. And the rest of this, there's a socket. The rest of this looks like junk. So junk it will be. Oh my. All right, we've got something. I have no idea. We've got a raincoat. I'm going to need to regroup here in a little bit. We've got a really messed up bath mat. Here we go. Ratchets for the back of a semi-truck. There's one. There's the whole box collapsing. 2. Those are not light. Let's see. 3. 4. Some massive zip ties. What are we, the riot police? More of these. Plastic corner. Protector. Oh, so this might be for like the corners of pallets or something. Let's see, what is this? Staples, and the box is all moldy. An empty can of what used to be vinyl cement. Whoa, nice little stapler. Set that there. We've got an old book, like a journal of some sort. Don't even want to know what that is. These are tarp guards. Not quite sure what that is, but my buyers will know. Let's see. Chain lube. Another one of these. Still trying to figure out what these are. So all those zip ties. Yeah, I didn't throw the zip ties in the garbage. Oh, there was one extra I tossed. The big bag of zip ties I put in the box for the sale. No clue what this is. Probably something for a semi-truck. All right, and then we've got, well, what used to be straps. Holy crap, look at the size of this. I think these might be for protecting corners when you're throwing straps over something, so those might have some value. I'll set those aside. They're corner protectors for semis, and they're the large blue ones that come from concrete. I wish the comments didn't disappear so quick. Plug in the TV and see if it works. Well, the nearest outlet's like 15, 20 feet away. It's an easy $40 for those pulleys. Absolutely, those are nice. They're a little rusted, but I don't think that's a big deal. And there's a lot of chain in the unit too. There's a box up by the loading dock that I can't show you because I'm too far away from my router. I lose my cell signal over there. But that has a ton of chain in it. It was probably a 200-pound box. And by box, I mean like a crate. All right, well, we got more boxes over here than I had prepared for. And we're 87 minutes into this video. So I think I'm gonna call it, regroup, and I will do a part 2 to this video later on today. So let me get into the frame here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was interesting. This is a different unit than I normally find, but I'm gonna do well on it. I've got a whole bunch of boxes back there that I still need to go through. And did you reread through the chats because you missed a lot? I wish I could. I can't reread them. After I end this video, the chats all disappear, like you don't even get to see them on the replay. And I can't scroll back. It won't let me on my phone here. So unfortunately, that's the best I can do. If you had a question or a comment in the chat that I didn't address, go down below into the comments once the replay is up, and I'll be able to see those. I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. I've got some organizing to do.